taking action for you. 7 Action News This Morning starts right now.
Now at 6, severe weather alert. We're tracking storms that could make their way through Metro Detroit later, how severe those storms could get, and when the storms could come rolling in.
Plus, Detroit police facing a lawsuit, what a protester says happened while she was rallying downtown.
And a sudden overnight move from the Trump administration. What was just asked of the U.S. Supreme Court that could leave 20 million Americans without health care.
Good Friday morning to you. Thank you so much for waking up with us. I'm Amira David in for Alicia.
And I'm Keenan Smith. And we do want to get right to 7 First Alert meteorologist Kevin Jeans, who's been tracking the threat of severe weather. Today is the day you've been talking about all week. When will we see the first drops of rain move in? When's our best chance of severe storms?
Hey, Keenan, it's as early as 5 o'clock this afternoon. So the window that we're watching is any point after 5 p.m., but we're going to have the continued chance of rain well into the night tonight. But the biggest concern about severe weather is going to be as we get closer to sunset, basically. So the way it looks is we'll get the chance of some early evening showers and a few thunderstorms by 5, 6, 7 p.m. 1 or 2 of those may be severe, but there's a higher chance of stronger thunderstorms by 9, 10, 11 p.m. So the biggest threat is damaging wind gusts. That's going to be strong enough to knock out power. Gusts could be 60 to 70 miles per hour in some of these storms. And with the continued chance of some heavy rain overnight, that's going to lead to street flooding too. So road flooding will also be a concern if you're going to be driving. If you have plans anywhere tonight, know that there could be some flooded roads going into the night after the sun goes down. And we can't completely rule out hail or an isolated tornado, but those threats are lesser than the threat of damaging wind gusts. So temperatures today, 72 by 9 o'clock this morning. We're 82 at noon. It's going to be a hot day otherwise, dry weather until we get to 5 p.m. But pay attention and just have a plan. If you're going to be outside, if you're going to be at the park and you have plans Friday evening to kick off the weekend, you need to understand that there is the threat of severe weather, and make sure you have a place that you can go and get shelter if you do get a strong storm rolling in. Amira?
Yeah, important to plan around those storms for sure, Kevin. Thank you. And getting a check from our 7 First Alert traffic cameras. This is I-275 and Cherry Hill. No accidents to report this morning. Everything moving along just fine for your Friday. Detroit police find themselves at the center of a lawsuit.
A woman from Port Huron says an officer shot her in the head with a rubber bullet during one of the protests.
7 Action News reporter Darren Cunningham has more from the woman and also her lawyer on what happened here. Darren.
Yes, good morning. What should have been a peaceful protest in late May actually turned into what some would call violence. A demonstrator getting injured, hit, she says, by a rubber bullet by a Detroit police officer. And so now she's demanding answers as well as police reforms and compensation.
The energy really changed. And again, we were met with a wall. I couldn't even count how many police that were just banging on their chests, banging on their helmets, and they had shields.
Nadia Rohr recalls a Black Lives Matter rally that took place May 30th in downtown Detroit. She